Hey there, language enthusiasts! Have you ever wondered how English evolved into the language we speak today? Well, buckle up because we're diving into the fascinating history of the English language. First, let's talk about Old English. This is the language of Beowulf, and it looks nothing like the English we know today. Fun fact: Old English is actually more recognizable to German speakers because it's part of the Germanic family of languages. So how did it get here? English found its way to the British Isles during the 5th and 6th centuries thanks to the Angles, Saxons, and Jutes. These Germanic tribes brought their language with them, laying the foundation for what would become Old English. But the story doesn't end there. Enter the Vikings. From the 8th to the 11th centuries, Viking invasions brought a slew of Norse words into the English lexicon. Words like sky, egg, and knife all have Norse origins. Then came 1066 and the Norman invasion. This event introduced a massive influx of French vocabulary, significantly shaping the English language. Ever wonder why we have so many synonyms? Thank the Normans. Now let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. English, German, and Swedish share a common ancestor called Proto-Germanic, which existed around 500 BCE. This language is reconstructed through comparative linguistics, focusing on grammatical structures, sound changes, and core vocabulary. For example, the P to PF shift in German compared to English. Proto-Germanic itself descends from Proto-Indo-European, or PI, spoken around 6,000 years ago in the Pontic Steppe region, modern-day Ukraine and Russia. The Indo-European family includes many languages historically spoken in Europe and parts of Asia, like Hindi, Persian, and Celtic. But how do we know all this? Comparative linguistics plays a huge role. By studying patterns in sound changes and grammar, linguists can trace the evolution of languages. However, there are limitations. While we can reconstruct PI, there's a point where we hit a wall due to a lack of archaeological evidence. So, next time you use a word like sky or knife, remember, you're speaking a language that's evolved over centuries, influenced by countless cultures and peoples. Isn't that amazing? Thanks for joining me on this linguistic journey. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history of English, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating insights. Until next time, happy learning.